Alright guys, welcome back. Half-Fast 719. This is gonna be, I don't know if a series of, or just one video of the MPI turbo kit, basically install. So I just got all the parts washed up, got everything, everything cleaned up. I was gonna paint some parts, but they came out pretty clean, so I'm not even gonna bother. So it's a used kit. So let me just put the tools aside. So I don't know where everything goes yet, but I'm assuming it can't be that hard to figure out. So these bolts here are for the exhaust downpipe, I guess you could call it. So those 4 bolts downpipe. These 2 bolts connect the wastegate to the turbo. These 2 bolts clamp the wastegate on there. These 3 lines I have yet to figure out, but I do remember them in the instructions. This, I'm assuming, goes on the exhaust somewhere. This here goes on an oil port deal on the back of the, or the bottom of the engine. So you have that main one, and then you have that one. It goes there, I believe. I might actually be wrong. No, it's right. So it has to be clocked a certain way. And you can see the guy, whoever had it or did whatever, he used these shims, which are really, really thin. This one's got 2 in it. So, anyway, sorry for the laundry, but yeah, that's how thin they are. They're really thin, so we'll have to see. That's 2 also. So we'll have to see how they go together. These little standoff deals, I believe, go on the intake for the intercooler, and all these little screws, 2 little screws, 4 and 5. I remember there being 5 for this. 2 little screws, I don't know. I'm assuming they're for the bracketry. And these 2 long screws are probably for the bracketry. Anyway, so I cleaned up all the O-rings, cleaned up the throttle body. This is your MAP sensor, manifold absolute pressure sensor. That's what they call it. The tuner kit deal I ordered came with a new one. And I ordered it through Mott Motorsports, M-O-T-T Motorsports. And he said just throw the new one on and save this one as a backup. The small skinny little O-rings, they go inside here, and then the big O-rings go on the back with Vaseline, apparently. So I'm assuming these bolts are probably for the muffler. I'll go over there in a little bit, but muffler, this little clip is for the wastegate, because I cleaned the wastegate. Everything was dirty, but everything's coming out really clean. So yeah, this is the throttle body spacer that goes on the throttle bodies, and then the intake or the intercooler bolts to that. I'll show you that in a little bit, but yeah. So yeah, those 3 bolts bolt the muffler to the turbo. Those 4 bolts bolt this to the turbo. 2 bolts, or 2 of these bolts right there, bolt to that. So I was gonna Cerakote all this stuff black, but I decided not to. So anyway, here's the bracket that holds the wastegate actuator, whatever you want to call it. I did check it. It works off of pressure, not vacuum. So when you apply pressure, I'm assuming it's an 8 psi or something like that, or 6 or something. But those are part numbers right there. If your excuse me, wastegate isn't working good. It's the exhaust bracket. This is riveted, which is another reason why I decided not to paint anything, because I don't feel like drilling those rivets. This is all stainless steel hardware. That and this. And then this is an aluminum bracket. I've yet to figure out where this goes, but I'm assuming it goes somewhere. Anyway, so here's the muffler. It's an Aero exhaust company muffler. No gasket, I don't think. There's a gasket. I think it just bolts to... Man, I'm getting choked up here. I'm sure it just bolts up to seal. It's like a step seal deal. I'm assuming this is the cold side. I don't know. I'm assuming it goes over there. We'll figure it out when I get into the video better. But this is the... Basically, this goes in the center of the car. I don't know how, but like that. And then goes to the Donaldson air filter. And from the air filter goes into the turbo, which I believe is this apparatus. But anyway, so, and then this is a dual stage Donaldson air filter, which is cool. And it's pretty clean. So, and then this is the intercooler. I'm just letting it drain because some water did get in here. As you can see, there's some water still in there. But yeah, which I don't think you want water in there. But if you buy the kit new, which I don't think you can anymore, comes with a little foam piece. They want you to rest the foam up against the thing. But anyway, yeah, your map sensor goes right in here into this hole. So this is where the plate goes, and then this is the top of your engine, basically. I think maybe about right here where the coil packs are. So anyway, yeah, so got that all tore down. I got the turbo almost ready to break down. I don't see any oil. Usually you'll see oil inside here or a lot of soot buildup, and I'm not seeing any of that. So I kind of think this turbo's fine, but I guess I could just tear it apart and then yeah, and then apparently this is your blow off valve, I guess that's what I've read. So anyway, today I gotta get these clutches soaking. But anyway, yeah, so this is part 1 of the turbo install. So what I'm going to do to plan is to, even though I traded basically this for a stereo system, is I have to sell some of these parts. So got a Weller tuned ECU and slip on Trinity stage 5 that I'm probably gonna sell that along with some other stuff. And yeah, the header pipe on this car is not a factory header pipe, so you do use this stock header, or not the stock. You're supposed to use a stock header, but this one is not stock. So I hope it all bolts up. We'll find out. I had to make a special little 90 degree to slip into there. I do have the stock slip-in type deal. But anyway, I probably won't start doing the install of the turbo until I get the cage and the front arms back. This way I can move it around if I have to, because I'm not going to be working over there in that corner, and I hate moving it around with the jack. So anyway, and also previous video, I don't think I'm going to be using all this stuff. All this stuff is basically useless because of the tuner I'm using. I'm using the Power Commander 6, even though people hate the 6, but I think it's just because people don't like new. So the Power Commander 5 is the recommended one, but it's hard to find a Power Commander 5. Anyway, so ordered a whole kit from Mott Motorsport. It comes with the Power Commander 6 with the tune installed. It comes with Auto Tune, which is a wideband O2 sensor, so it will control the tune to what Mott programmed in the PC6, Power Commander 6. And yeah, so that so I have to put the stock ECU back in, stock ECU, and then the Power Commander 6 goes in line with that ECU, and then that Power Commander has the tune to tune it. And then to keep that tune clean, you use an auto tune, and that'll all be later. I'm supposed to get that stuff on Thursday, and I can go over that, which is why this will probably be a series. But yeah, the auto tune consists of O2 sensor and a bunch of wiring. So anyway, so the whole car basically has to come back apart. Anyway, all right, guys. So it'll be another video, or I'll attach it to this video. It could be a good toilet video, long toilet video. So we'll see.